Hello and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Cheri and today is Fab 5 Friday. So today's 5-ingredient recipe is for severed finger cookies. I think these are like my all-time favorite Halloween treat to make. But before I get started, if this is your first time here, you love food, fun, and Halloween, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell and be sure to check the description below. You'll find details on how subscribing helps to feed the hungry. Okay, so this is actually 6 ingredients, but we usually don't include salt and pepper or our oil and butter. So if we take the butter out, the butter's a freebie. So in addition to a cup of butter, you're also going to need 2 3/4 cup of self-rising flour. So not all-purpose, but self-rising. A cup of powdered sugar. We're going to need 1 egg, a few slivered almonds or sliced almonds. I call these slivered. I think they're slivered. Anyway, and some raspberry jelly. So this is going to be our blood. So to get started, I've got 1 full cup, so it's 2 sticks of, I put salted butter in here. It calls for unsalted, but I put salted in here. So we're just going to cream this. And then we're going to add in our cup of powdered sugar. So we're going to mix this again. All right, I think I'm going to scrape my sides down real quick. So let's lift this up. Make sure we get all that off of there. Scrape this down really good. All of our butter is stuck on the sides. All right, let's give this a whirl again. Okay, and then once our sugar and our butter are creamed together, we're going to add in, almost forgot what we're going to add in. We're going to add in an egg. That's what we're going to add in. Let me scrape this out of here. All right, so back down we go. All right, and then once our egg is mixed in, then we can start adding the flour in, which part of this we may have to do by hand. So I'm just going to put, let's say half of our flour in there, and then we'll mix it again. All right, that looks good. I think the rest of this we're probably going to have to mix in by hand. So let's take this off of here. Oh my goodness, there's a cloud of flour everywhere. I feel like I'm breathing it. All right, so let's get this off of here. If I can. Come on. Oops. Put that back in the bowl. Okay, so let's mix in the rest of this. Ooh, another big cloud of flour. And then we're just going to slowly work in the rest of the flour by hand. And you know, if you wanted to give these a little bit more flavor, you can always put in a teaspoon of almond extract or even vanilla extract. And then once I've got this mixed together really well, I'm just going to kind of form it into a ball, and then I've got a piece of saran wrap here. So just like you do your sugar cookies, I'm going to wrap this in some saran wrap, and then I'm going to put this in the fridge, and we're going to leave it sit in there for about 30 minutes for it to firm up a little bit, and that will make it a little bit easier for us to shape our cookies. Our cookie dough should be nice and firm. So from here, we just need to shape them into fingers. So I'm going to use, I want them all to be kind of around the same size. So I'm going to use my little stainless steel scoop just to kind of measure them out. And then once I've got it measured out, I'm just going to roll this into like a log. I'm going to try to anyway. And then we're going to try to shape this into a finger. I don't want to use my fingers as an example though. I have like little sausage fingers. Okay, let's see how well I do. So we need a little place to put our almond. That's going to be our fingernail. And let's see, I get skinnier in between the knuckles, right? Oh, and then I have a butter knife here, so we can make little indentions for the knuckle. I'll kind of push that back together. There we go. Okay, 1 finger done. I think we need to do like 32 of these. These always sound fun, right? Until then you realize it's a little bit tedious, a little bit time consuming. Okay, so we're going to roll it out again. All right, get my little spot for my almond, my knuckle there. I got a feeling these are going to get worse looking as I go along. Okay, number 2 done. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish doing the rest of the fingers. So this might take a little bit. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, my fingers are all my fingers are all done. As you can see, some of them look a little more realistic than the others, but that's okay. By the time we put some blood on them and some fingernails, they'll all look good. So now I have some sliced almonds here. So I'm just looking for the ones that kind of look like, you know, fingernails, the bigger size ones that are kind of pointed on the end. And then I'm just pushing it right inside the end of my cookie. There we go. All right, so we need one for every one of these cookies. And I did get 32 cookies out altogether. So using that little scoop, it was exactly 32 cookies. See, they're starting to look like fingers. Oh, and look, even a little painted one. Looks like a painted fingernail. Okay, so the oven is on 325 degrees. So I'm going to put these in there. We're going to let them bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, my cookies are fresh out of the oven, and I have a bit of a confession to make. So this is actually the first batch here, and you can see they puffed up a lot. So they're a little bit bigger than what I wanted. So what I did was with the second batch, I cut them in half. So actually it would have about 64 cookies. And to be honest, I haven't made these probably in 4 or 5 years. And I think what I needed to do was, remember when I said make sure you use self-rising flour and not all-purpose? I think you need all-purpose flour because we really don't want them to puff up. We want them to keep their shape. So these don't look, I don't know, these could be a little bit longer and skinnier. They look like I chopped them off at the knuckle or something. But we're going to go ahead and remove these from the pan here. I've already let them cool just a little bit, so it should be good to go. And then while these were finishing up in the oven, I took some raspberry jam and I just heated it in the microwave a little bit. So that's what we're going to use to make our blood on the end of our fingers. Okay. So we're just going to take the ends of them and dip them in there just like that. I'm just going to set these. Let's get a plate to put these on. Watch out, baby cakes. And then we're just going to do this to each one of these. And you can also kind of take the end of your knife, or you can take like a toothpick and dip it in the jam and then put it just like right on the fingernail. Just like it's a bloody fingernail. Uh-oh, I broke one. I have to eat it. Those are good. I'll have a good butter flavored cookie. And then we got last one right here. And there you have it. Those are good. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Success or fail? I think it's kind of a success. They don't look as good as I would like them to, but I'm too lazy to make another batch. So anyway, I hope you guys give them a try. I think they're a lot of fun for Halloween. And I thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.